The year is 4304 BCE. We are the Phoenicians, and we are currently at the forefront of humankind. Welcome to Buko Juice Games with me, Buko Juice, BJ himself, the Thirst Quencher, and we are going to be continuing our playthrough of Humankind. We are actually leading right now in terms of fame, so that's fun. Drank some coffee. Originally, if you watch last video, I was thinking of trying to rush out the culture that I want to choose for the next era because we are already eligible to move towards the classical era. But then I realized that by leading with several stars in front of the others, I actually am in a good position to wait for several turns and still have a good chance of picking the civ, or rather the culture that I prefer. And I just have to make sure that every turn I am watching everybody else's era stars because the era stars are not secret from each other. I know how many era stars the second placer, the blue horse over there, I know exactly how far they are from advancing. So we should be fine. Now, currently, we are just finishing irrigation, which is just in time for us because the stability of our cities are now dropping considerably given that we have attached too many territories possibly onto them. So once irrigation finishes, we will go straight to sailing so that we can get the Byreme and start exploring the waters. After that, we will probably want to start investing in city defense because I feel like the Mycenaeans are just about ready to attack us. So that's the plan. Let's look at the map. Currently, we're doing quite fine. We have a haven here. We have another haven there. And yet another haven there. We are going to be the lords of the sea before other people will even have a sea. So that's fun. All right, we are going straight to. Let's just close these. We're going straight to turn number 34. Let's go. Irrigation Research. With a basic understanding of how the seasonal flooding of a river can be better controlled, water is no longer a matter only for the gods. We can now use flood irrigation, which will give us +2 food on river tiles, but more importantly, we have access to the public
Rapid
fountain
and
now.
dangerous, the Hittites. Get ready to hear the sound of chariots when you least expect it.
And we've met the Hittites. So, I think it would be nice here because we have a lot of river here. And I believe we also have a lot of river on our main city, BJ Topia. As you can see, that entire stretch is a river. And at Kekwan, which is, I believe, not part of any city at the moment, we also have a lot of river here. So that's something to consider. But in the meantime, let's see what we have. Our scout has moved to 2 stars. That's nice. We can ransack this redoubt so that we don't get more hostile mercenary units. It will also give us 22 money, which is always a good thing. And now we can also power invest in other things. We can power invest the horses of the Mycenae, of the Mycenaeans.
If you seek the greater good, then I would know you better.
But before we do that, let's try first if they're going to go for a non-aggression pact. Ooh, that's gonna cost us some influence. So maybe not yet. They do have quite a bit on us, huh? I think we also have archers that are currently on their way to the redoubt. Let's instead move them to here. There you go. These are starting, and you are finally in our territory. Can you move back to the main, to the outpost? There you go. And on BJ Topia, since stability is dropping, although it's racing again. It was 49 earlier. Now it's dropping to 52. Still not ideal. So we'll get our public fountain. And then we will move this here. 4 turns. Infinity turns. And then I think we will end the turn. That's a pretty straightforward turn. Let's talk to the Hittites.
Greetings. I'm a good neighbor and a loyal friend, as long as you don't cross me.
The AI for the Hittites is currently Boudica. Do we introduce ourselves to them? Where are they? It's quite far. How did they find us? Is it because we were influencing the Acadians? I think that's the reason. Yeah, that might be the reason. Let's try to influence Acadians even more. Ooh, we spent influence this time around. 40 is not so bad because we get plus 44 per turn. That just sets us back a turn. But I really want to be the ones who are going to be friends with the Acadians sooner rather than later. So what we're doing is we're trying to get them to see out the way we view the world. Is what's happening. I can't give them money yet because I don't have a lot of it. Maybe we can introduce ourselves to the Hittites. That might be a good idea. Let's do that.
Greetings. I'm called hot-blooded, short-tempered, passionate. All the highest compliments. As long as we are honest and fair, we can do mighty things.
Yes, greetings. I hope you don't mind if I stare.
Sure. Sure, go ahead. Stare as much as you want. What do we have? You don't have strategics. Well, that was a waste of time. I needed resources. As you can see, we have a lot of land, but we don't have a lot of resources. So we're going to have to rely on mercantile business. Except these Mycenaeans feel like they're close to fighting us. So that's a consideration. Especially since we're very close to Mycenae. I don't see any major problems at the moment though, so we are just going to move on to turn number 35. And here we go. So lots of things have happened. Ransack has been successful. That's the first thing. We are going to go back here. Oh, there's a route there. That's good to know. That's good to know. And you can combine with that group. And then we can close this. Wait, there's one more. What do we have? The ransack, right? Acknowledge that. Then let's look.
We've been going nowhere. Shall we try forward?
I'm happy to consider what more we may do together.
So as you can see, I have the luxuries, not them. So they're the ones who have to pay for me.
Not a yes, more of an almost.
Almost.
No, not acceptable.
I am dying to see where this decision leads us.
Alright, if that's what you want. I'm not really gonna stop you. You're kind of far from where I am, so it should all be good. The last of their line. A troubling truth has emerged regarding the great, stable megalopolis of Sidon. Many servants from the city's palace have been castrated at the command of the local ruler. These eunuchs are believed to be more loyal, and they are said to play a number of roles, from courtier to singer to guard. What is your view on this matter? Alright. I tend to think that how Sidon runs itself is not our concern. We could punish them, though, and get more stability at the cost of industry. Now, in reverse. Get more industry at the cost of stability. But the problem is, we are already kind of low on stability at the moment because of our aggressive building. So instead, we might want to adopt. Eunuchs will help steady the capital, even if some powerful interests might be upset. Yes, I think the female priests of Papa God are in agreement. We are going to castrate these courtiers. We're going to be locked down. That's gonna increase our stability at the cost of some industry. That's not so bad. Goodbye, goodbye, birds. And just like that, we have adopted castration. Nice, nice. Public fountain takes quite a bit of turns. Currently, we can't afford that yet. Now you are here. Might as well stay in the border. Yeah, might as well stay in the border. Meanwhile, where's that archer? Get that archer there. 6 turns. Ooh. Then let's try talking to Gamer Zach again.
If you seek the greater good, then I would know you better.
Right, it'll cost me 1 influence. Not so bad. Propose military
So,
treaty.
tell me, shall we become closer?
I cannot accept this as is, but a modest contribution might change my mind.
Fine. I really don't want to get to war with you at the moment.
I am dying to see where this decision leads us.
So I will accept your treaty.
This is pleasing. I am content to join together on this.
Alright. We are now on a non-aggression pact with the Mycenaeans. So that should be good for us because we are going to invest in their horses. This resource is not discovered yet. Oh, I cannot do that, huh? Okay, that was premature of me. How will we do this? Let's get rid of sailing. Domestication only takes a turn anyway. So we'll get that first. And then we will go right back into sailing afterwards. So far so good. Good. I think that'll help us out in the long run. Unless we want to invest in another resource. I am not seeing any other resource that can be good for us. So let's just end the turn for now. But before that, let's check our stars. 4 stars from Blue Horse and Pink Boar. Still okay. Domestication has been researched. The taming and breeding of wild animals such as pigs and buffalo bring new means of eating and working. Pretty good. We now have scout riders available to us. And also animal barns. Checking. How did that happen? Okay.
What is that foul odor?
That Sao went straight to second place even though they only have 3 stars. That means they did something that was worth fame. Worth a lot of fame, rather. They're pleasant to us, though. Maybe. They have gold. So now I kind of want to start a treaty with them. Propose.
Let us formalize our mutual appreciation.
We are agreed.
No surprise that it is a pleasure to speak with you.
Yeah, I kind of like Mugyu Ying. She's vindictive, so if we piss her off, she'll be angry at us for a long time. But also, she's loyal. So that's something that can be work to our advantage. And then let's see.
It has been too long, friend.
Huh. They are now reverential to us. They are in total awe of us, seeing us an example to strive towards. Okay. I don't want to change anything. Because I might need to conquer you in the future, so I don't want to be too friendly. So now, let's use our power investor to invest in horses. Yeah. Wait, can we do that? Oh, we already did. Didn't we? I think it happened. Not sure why it's not showing up. Go here. And then heal up. Then what else? that Sao signed our treaty. Pretty good. BJtopia, a population gained by 1. We keep on growing, which is good. Soon, this will be big enough for us to change our strategy into something other than city growth. Like, we could go for technology subsidies, like so. It might actually be a good idea to do that already. Yeah. So that we can earn more gold and more science, while my other city, Sidon, is still in the process of So while Sidon is still in the process of growing. So currently they have 5 pop. It's not so bad. Technology subsidies though, I'm not so sure. I think we have to go economic exports first. There you go. So that we have better production. Because I kind of want to make a haven over here. There you go. So that's next for us. So far so good. And we are going to enter. Check our stars. Everyone's still okay star-wise. So we are moving towards turn number 37. The year is now 4072 before Christ. We're about to gain more agrarian stars. Nice. More merchant stars. Also nice. And more scientist stars. Okay. Sailing is just about done. We'll see what we can get next. I think since we are aiming towards scientist stars, was it right? Oh wait, okay, not so bad. After sailing, I'm thinking we should go to city defense already, because we don't want to be left behind. Or we could go for the wheel. We do have a pretty substantial um, empire, so we might need the wheel. But that doesn't quite work out with what we have roleplay wise, because you know that in Southeast Asia, in maritime Southeast Asia at least, the wheel was not as common because most of the trade routes were by sea. So with that in mind, I am tending towards city defense first, and then bronze working, and then organized warfare. So that's our next steps. All right. Are you healed? I think we're almost fully healed here. So that's nice. Uh-huh.
Oh. I have a proposal for you.
I'm happy to consider what more we may do together.
Counter.
A good proposal.
They paid for it.
Okay, I accept it.
Alright, Olmex. There's a bug here. Zerator is
This makes the sun shine a little brighter.
Zerator is one of the Twitch drops, but they went to the ancestor for some reason in terms of avatar. I don't know why that happened, but should be fine. It all works out for us. The Babylonians feel differently
How do
about
you
us.
do, whoever you are?
They're now suspicious of us. Alright, that makes sense. We have been what's the word? Avoiding their treaties. So that works out. Let's check our stars. We're still very much ahead. So not a problem there. Let us see if we can
So tell me, how are you today?
share maps. Propose.
Here is a
What?
proposal to get your heart racing.
I cannot accept this as is, but a modest contribution might change my mind.
Gamer Zach, you really
This
want
is
money,
what
huh?
you wish to do. You set things in motion.
I do have a lot of money. And I do want to share their maps. So let's do it.
No doubt this independent
My people
people
will
possess
profit from this
sophisticated
proposal. We
customs,
accept.
rights, language.
I can only say that this is excellent.
Excellent. So, okay. My diplomatic relations with you do not allow this. I see. Oh, that's because we have to trade everything first, right?
Here is a proposal to get your heart racing.
Yes, I cannot dispute the benefit in that.
There you go. I think that means that I will now be benefiting from this. But also, we kind of want the horses, so we'll see. It's not super important to our gameplay right now, but it will come up. Haven first. Let's go! Turn number 38. They are now at 5 stars, so we're getting there. We're almost earning the right amount of money for a new merchant star, which is good for us because a second merchant star will be worth 223 fame. We're also close to a agrarian star and a scientist star. 2 turns for a scientist star. The agrarian star, where will it come into play? I think maybe Sidon. +1 in 2 turns. Yeah, so that's pretty close. Okay, 57. We don't want to attach that yet. We want to complete that. But the lumberyard will be nice for us. Lumberyard followed by flood irrigation. There. We can finish lumberyard already so that flood irrigation can start. Or we can start working on the stone rings. No, let's work on flood irrigation. There you go. Empire building is fun. I kind of want to start exploring over there already. Since we're now at peace with the Mycenaeans, I can see myself moving here with no problems. Yeah. It's nice to be at peace. And you can just station yourselves there while we wait for another archer, which is that one. They're taking their sweet, sweet time. And now we go to turn number 39. Ah, a wonder. Wonders are nice. And we got our merchant star, as expected. We're just waiting for the agrarian star to kick in. So, I feel like we are a luxury kind of group, but we don't have it. None of our territory, almost none of our territory has luxuries except for that one, and we already am making use of that particular luxury. We could use the pyramids. Pyramid could be good. Must be placed next to a river, and we have a lot of rivers, so we can easily position our pyramid almost anywhere. So yeah, this feels like a thing we could do. Let's do it! Claim the Pyramid of Giza. Alright. So the way wonders work in Humankind is that once I claim it, no other culture can build it for themselves. But until I build that wonder, a new wonder will not be available to me. So since we're trying to go for a Southeast Asian themed run, we want to get the Angkor Wat later on. I think it's in the medieval era. So we can take our time with this pyramid. But it also does reduce industry costs, which is nice for us. I wonder where we will put the pyramid. Probably here? Maybe here? This could be a good place for it. Yeah. It's probably or here. Here. Look at that. That was a good spot. Right, right? Except I have to attach Kekwan to it. And I was thinking of attaching Kekwan to Sidon. Ah, that is a bit unfortunate. We'll think about it later when we actually have to do it. The Babylonians want a non-aggression pact. Let us make a counter offer.
Maybe? No? Or would you purchase a yes?
Will you purchase a
Sorry,
yes?
you're not getting out of this that easily.
Sure.
I am dying to see where this decision leads us.
Access to our sage was purchased by that Sao for 33 money. That Sao has gained renown as a merchant. Alright. That Sao has gained renown as a merchant level 2. Merchant level 1. That Sao now feel differently about us. They're now needy.
Greetings, Sovereign. Are you with me or against me?
Wow. Okay. Currently, what we are having problems with is production. So we'll
A
try to
new
buy their
independent
ebony.
people. And who are they?
Whoa.
Time will tell if they are helpful, helpless, or history.
That's Sao. Come on, Sao. That's a very long route. Yeah. That has a lot of potential because the way it works is that when violence erupts at any point in the route, then it is no longer available to us. If we take it by land, it becomes like this. It will still pass through Akkad, but we're trying to assimilate Akkad into our empire. So this might be better for us in the long run. So let's buy this. That's good for us. Then we might want their copper in the future to do that. We're going to want to trade everything with them. But we need to wait 2 turns before we propose that. So far, so good. Let's turn that off. And then this unit of ours is going to be exploring outside of our borders. This one doesn't seem to be controlled by anyone, so we might want to take that for ourselves. Or is it? Oh wait, it might be controlled. Yeah, I see that outline over there. So maybe not. We do control Deneb, so we control almost everything here. We'll want to move there then. I think that one is not controlled. Yeah, there you go. Go, scouts!
I'm listening.
Assyrians are hesitant towards us. They are oppressing our faithful. Where are the Assyrians? Ooh, relatively close. We don't know anything about them. We do know that they are weaker. So let us try. You're oppressing my faithful. I demand give Tai Yong Shu. Do I want that? No, I don't. There's not a lot of benefit to it. Let's renounce it for
You
now.
behave badly, but I have a soft spot for you.
I have a soft
You
spot for
understand
you.
nothing.
Wow. Aggressive. Not sure I like that. But okay. So, science is almost done. Agrarian, I think, is also almost done. Is it? Yes, it is. And then in BJtopia, we are now economic exports specialization. So we're not growing as fast as we used to, but we are giving off money now. So we're actually gaining a lot of money, 107 per turn. It's not bad at all, isn't it? So we are going to end this turn, I think. Come on, archers. I need you to arrive. End the turn. Yes. Agrarian stars. Sailing has been researched. We can now make the Byreme. So Era Star has been unlocked also. For scientist stars. Look, check out our stars. We are now leading by more than twice the second placer. We are in a very good spot. I think I'm getting the hang of this game. So we might if we finish this one, we're going to go for a higher difficulty for the next run. What do we have? That's all.
Both of our aspirations.
A request from a friend is not a thing to be taken lightly.
Let's see. Let's counter offer. Money.
Still not enough.
Fine.
I'm not sure what you're doing is such a good idea.
Kind of wanted to trade everything, but I also got a little bit greedy. So it'll take us some time before we can try a new thing. The Egyptians now feel differently about us.
You have my ear. Tell me what you wish to discuss.
They're now pleasant to us. That'll come into play later. We're actually a very peaceful civilization, so all things considered. What's this? A discovery. It's quite far from where we are. Ah, that's because those are Acadians, aren't they? Oh no, they're just animals. Oh, there you go. Mercenaries, Acadian. Yeah, there you go. They are Acadians, and we are now on good enough terms with them that we can see what they're doing. We might be able to assimilate them sooner or later. In the meantime, let us just finish this turn. We still need that holy site sooner rather than later. Oof. 76, going to 61. We can wait. We can wait. But I do kind of want to finish my haven already, so I can make my first naval unit. Yeah, let's end the turn. City defense researched. Pretty good, pretty good. We can now make garrisons and palisades and warriors. Always a good thing. The Egyptians have gained a reputation as a merchant. Alright. Let's check our diplomacies.
The world is full of new opportunities, is it not? Hear my proposal.
Sure, if you pay me money.
From a friend is not a thing to be taken lightly.
Not a yes,
Huh.
more of a...
Thank you for the money.
Almost.
Glorious! Glorious! Let it be so.
This is cause for celebration. Let's take a moment to enjoy life.
Something to make our affairs more civil?
I'm happy to consider what more we may do together.
You want my luxuries, huh? Let's counter offer.
Maybe? No? Or would you purchase a yes?
No, not acceptable.
Fine.
I am dying to see where this decision...
So, what I currently want to do is buy off this haven.
With 5 farmers' quarters, the people certainly have enough bread. Will 5 circuses be built next?
Nice, nice. Look at that. We are now exploiting these waterfalls, which is pretty good for us. And we are also exploiting these areas, so that's a lot of food. So even though we don't have farmers on BJtopia, we are growing relatively quickly. And now, the next thing I want to do is have a garrison here. Or maybe flood irrigation. Flood irrigation looks better because it will give us even more food. But we already got a lot of food. We're not in a hurry for food. So instead, we will start with palisades and then garrison. Sorry, fishmonger. +3 money on harbor. Harbor. Here we go. Oops, stone rings. Why did you cancel stone rings, BJ? There you go. And then the Hittites refused my treaty, etc., etc. Done with that. And since we are finished with our haven, oh, I remember now. I wanted to do a bireme. So let's start with that. Let's buy that off.
An emblematic unit is a living culture manifested in an organized troop. Let's see how the neighbors view it.
Where did it spawn? Over there. Yeah, there's our byreme. We can start exploring. You know that all of that. Ooh, an estate star. How far away is that? 3 turns. No, I think we don't have to wait for that. We can now advance. All right. So I had two choices when we started. We could either go for the Greeks and focus on our science for a bit, but that doesn't quite work out with what I have in mind in terms of the role play. It could work. The Greeks were a thalassocracy in their own right in the Mediterranean, but amphitheater, for example, doesn't quite work out for me. Another idea is to go. Where is it? For the Celts. Now the Celts are not. Um, they are not thalassocratic either, but they have the Nematon, which is a food quarter, and it's a bunch of trees that I feel works out with the feel of a Southeast Asian tropical region. So just be food baskets basically. So if we adopt the Celts, we will be focused on even more food. Plus 2 food per farmers on city or outposts. Not bad, right? And it gives us faith. Faith is good. And the Gesati as our unique units. What does the Gesati do? They have fervor. They don't have combat strength penalty from damage. Nice. Nice. Just need to research the standing army technology after entering the classical era. I think we're going for the Celts. Celts then. Nice. Confirm. So we enter the second era. Uh-huh. So interesting thing about this is that we will maintain the plus 2 money per traders on city or outpost, and we will maintain our plus 1 science per population from being storytellers, astronomy and trading pioneers. Alright? So with that in mind, we are going
No doubt
to...
this independent people possess sophisticated customs, rights, language, and beliefs. I do hope you're going to treat them well.
We will. And then end the turn.
As urban centers grow, both ideas and sewage are generated at a record pace. Arts and sciences flourish as military tactics and mathematical equations become as coveted as physical goods. Empires struggle to control these intangibles, however, as some might trouble their stability. Now you're choosing the agrarian Celts. Let's hope they learn their cooking from the French side.
I have no idea what that means. I've never tasted French cooking. Well, like genuine French cooking. French restaurant maybe. But it's local here in the Philippines, so I don't know how authentic that would be. And now we kind of look a little bit different also. Let's look at our towns. Our towns have changed a bit. We now have some semblance of walls. And as the Celts, we now have an agrarian affinity. When we use this, we will attack one population from each adjacent territory. Ooh. Could use it later for Sidon. Let's do it this way. Right. And then let's look at our science. So, our emblematic unit is going to be dependent on standing army. So, bronze working, organized warfare, standing army. Good. Then BJtopia is a money-oriented culture. Not a problem for us. Our next goal is to attach Kekwan to Sidon. And maybe when Akkad becomes available to us, which is almost there, we can erect this into our third city. Although we don't have the tech yet for the third city, so that might be a problem. Our faith has gotten better again. Currently, Papa God, we know that their priests are women. We know that they're shamanic type of faith, so there's +1 faith per population. We know that they would like food on coastal water and food on lake. So what is next for us? We could do this, but we're already a farming culture. So in my opinion, observing fasts is like doing more of the same. Bear not false witness might be good. +5 science on research quarter, but we don't have a lot of research quarters. So that's not so good. Raise monuments, +5 stability on garrison. That's good for stability. Rejecting luxuries is plus war support when demanding relations. Pilgrimage makes civics easier. And alms is +5 money on market quarter. We don't have a market quarter yet. So I don't actually know. The fasting one is actually the closest thing we're getting, I think, to something useful to us. Well, immediately useful. I think I would like to undertake pilgrimage. Before the mortal end, they will venture to the holiest sites and dedicate themselves. This will make civics easier to enact. I think that will work out for us. So, alright, we're going to undertake pilgrimage. So now the Papa God worshippers are going to be undertaking pilgrimages.
Greetings to the Nubians. Now there's some good fortune. A neighbor who may be more interested in commerce than conflict.
Alright. We will also want to grow as much as possible. Because as the Celts, we are now agrarians and we would like to grow to 48 population to begin with. Yeah. Pilgrimage. Okay. What do we know the least about? We know little about the east. So we are going to travel towards the east. There you go. That's our Byreme, by the way. Byreme, right? Yeah, Byreme. Our Byreme is traveling to start seeing what we can find outside this continent. It'll take us a while though, because currently I think the Byreme can only what's the word? Can only traverse through shallow waters. The Nemeton actually works out well for us because we're kind of crazy about attaching territories. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Pink Boar.
Hello, friends. Heartfelt
Where are you?
greetings. Let us see if we can build a majestic world together.
I have no idea where you are. We don't have to introduce yourselves to us. Or introduce ourselves to you. Yeah. It's not a thing we need to do. hmm We do need a lot of influence though. Because that's gonna be a thing. So, alright. Not a problem. Iron. Okay, we're going to try to take over this desert because it has iron. That's the main reason. Perhaps the only reason. Alright. So far, so good. We're going to end the turn.
To harness the power of water itself in order to feed your people. That should make you popular.
I think that means we have completed something. I don't remember what we did. Oh well. Let's show our civics. Religious rights. Minus 30% on religious district industry cost. It'll also move us towards plus 5% money, which is always good. Minus 30% religious district industry cost. Yeah, let's
I
enact
suppose
that.
there are some things that are best done alone.
Yeah.
You should listen to this.
The Olmecs. The Olmecs want an alliance. What are our current treaties with them? Non-aggression and three. Let's make them pay for it. Yeah, work for it, man. I don't need you.
It gladdens my heart to see you this day.
Ah, they like me now. That's good. Do I want your horses? Not yet. It's not important to us yet. BJtopia, taking a while. I may just buy out the fishmonger. It will pay for itself because we have currently 1, 2, 3 harbors on this city alone. So let's do that. It will pay for itself in the long run. And I think we're done for this turn. That's a lot of hostile enemies. We could try to influence them. But I think we're better off influencing the Urkis. Although, they have gemstone. The Acadians don't really have a lot of things going for them. Yeah, maybe we will let the Acadians be, and instead, they're a bit worldly and they're a bit authoritative. How about the Avarice? They're moving towards homeland, but they're also on tradition. They might be easier to influence. And then attach Deneb there. Could be doable. Let's start. Let's start influencing them, but not. Let's not invest too much on it. So when I influence an independent people and they eventually get to here, we can assimilate them into our culture, which is pretty cool, all things considered. Let's go to turn number 44, shall we? But before that, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back. And we're back. Let's see. We are about to end this turn. Ah, the Nubians have finally found us. Let's see. What do you have to trade? Wow, that's quite a lot actually. It's not bad at all. But you're so far from where I am. I don't think we can work that in. Let's try proposing a trade.
Here is a proposal to get your heart racing.
Sure.
I say yes. Your proposal is perfectly balanced.
Thank you, Spiffing Brit, the Nubian. Whatever. So, new plan is to try to get Avarice instead of Akkad, because the Akkadians are fun and all, but I think our ideologies are too different. Yeah, they're authoritarians, and they are into progress, so they probably would not love our traditional liberty people, whatever that means. So instead, we're going to try to influence the avaricians. Are they the avaricians? The what do you call them? What do they call themselves? The Hyksos? Okay, I guess that doesn't make sense at all. Akkadian, the Hyksos. Well, whatever works. Let's go to turn number 44. We have finished bronze working, so that's cool. That means we now have access to bronze, except there's no bronze in our immediate area. We can also now purchase spearmen, so that's also cool. And we can now make a forge. Let's look at our treaties.
We would all benefit from growing closer, don't you think?
Ah, that's
I'm happy
odd.
to consider what more we may do together.
Let's try this. Nope.
Not a yes, more of an almost.
I'm sorry, but no deal is better than a bad deal.
So they don't want to give us money, even though they're
You have
already
the
pleasant.
right, of course, to decide as you wish.
But then again, they're currently a military culture, which means they could probably have invaded us anyway. Or wait, I'm not sure that's how it works. I think that's for ST.
Wie schön, euch wiederzusehen.
Hello, Greeks. You have luxuries now, and you want to trade everything. No, I'm just gonna buy silk from you. Except I can't afford it, huh? I guess I don't have enough money for that. Where are you, Blue Horse? You are actually... The Greeks are actually second place right now. So they are our main rivals. So that's something. Let's try to establish an outpost over here. That should be beneficial to us. Right? Barani.
You have something for me?
Deneb's population has fallen to -1 pop due to low growth. Deneb, huh? Where's Deneb? Locate Deneb. Oh, okay. It's an outpost. It will happen. It'll just keep on growing and shrinking and growing and shrinking until we can turn it into a city. But we don't have the influence for that just yet. So for now, we're just gonna have to wing it, don't we? We are currently leading, but the Greeks are already here. So that's also a problem for us. End the turn. Growth, guys, growth. A new alliance between the Tsao and the Greeks just started. An alliance between the Egyptians and the Mycenaeans just started. Okay. A weave of iron and blood. In recognition of your elevated status on the world stage, a great artist has been accompanying you and your retinue as you travel the Empire and beyond. Now, many months later, the artist and their team have completed their great masterpiece, a brilliant tapestry that stretches the length of the palace. In its embroidered scenes are depicted great glories, marvelous cities, and the people's adulation of your rule. How should such a marvel best be used? Okay. We could make ourselves prosperous. Prosperous gives us money. Money is always nice. We could divide it. Oh, but prosperous has a chance of triggering another narrative event. So that's something. Divide is for strength, and then hang is patriotic. I don't foresee us being in a war anytime soon. So we don't need to hang it. Plus, I don't like going to authority. Divide is interesting because it will move us towards homeland. No, that's not what we want. None of these are things that we want. Except maybe for selling. But there's a chance of triggering another narrative event. Are we like, look at this tapestry. Let's sell the thing so that we get money. It does risk angering the citizens. Huh. This is a very difficult question to answer. Let's see again. If we sell, puts us very close to individualism. If we do this, it moves us to homeland for a bit. And, +1 combat strength is always nice. Let's divide it. Alright, every army will carry a part of our tapestry so that they can know the fierceness of their love for the Empire. Right, let's do that. Pretty good, pretty good. Palisades are almost done. And then Sidon is already working on this one. And then I think we have new alliances.
Something to make our affairs more civil?
You're suspicious
A
of us.
request from a friend is not a thing to be taken lightly.
We refuse to trade with them. Our borders are close to them. Counter.
Maybe? No? Or would you purchase a yes?
Sorry, you're not getting out of this that easily.
Alright.
I am dying to see where
Das könnte euch gefallen.
The Greeks. The Greeks are comparable to us. Yeah. They're about the same strength as us, or they're the closest that can compete to us at the very least. So, they have a strength of science. They're impulsive, but they're loyal. Let us see if you're willing to pay for non-aggression. No? Wow, no one wants to pay for non-aggression, huh? War declaration needed? No, I don't want to declare war with the Olmecs. So instead, we're going
You have
to
something to say?
get the Olmecs to open their borders to us.
Here is a proposal to get your heart racing.
Nice, nice. Neat. Then let's close all of that. Then we can close this also. I suppose that will make things faster. Yeah, we kind of need that stability sooner rather than later. And then we are going to build the Pyramid of Giza over here somewhere. And then we're going to ransack that sanctuary. Nice, nice. End the turn. We got some money out of the ransack. 22 money. Barani is now done. It's more of a production powerhouse than anything else. But the nice thing about this is that we can use it to get iron later when we have access to iron. Until then, we're going to try to keep to keep Hyksos happy with us. The Hyksos. Huh. Okay, Sidon, you're going to want to start attaching stuff. Let's attach Kek1 to you. But yeah, your stability is currently at 56. I do know that the stone rings will give you plus 20 stability, so I think it should be fine. Yeah, let's do that. Dropping to 46 and then increasing later to 66. Not bad at all. And then if we get Avarice, we can attach Barani as well as Deneb to it. Ah, yes, we are starting to really see the effects of our labor. And let's look at our
I offer
trade.
an excellent proposition.
What do you have? Merchant. I might need your copper sooner rather than later. Let's see if you will accept money. No, not aggression pact. Yeah. I don't need that just yet. I think we've stretched out what we can do on this area. And now we will have to start to find other locations if we are to benefit from more influence, or rather more territories. Yeah, that's the thing we need to do. Let us see this. That Sao refused our treaty because they won't give us money. There's a new alliance between the Egyptians and the Hittites. And we completed our ransack successfully. I think what I want to do now is stay here. And then skip turn. Wow, I think we're done. Yeah, we're done. End turn. Deneb is still shrinking. Is that a hostile? There's a bit of a hostile unit. We can move there. See if we can find something to do with them.
The world is full of new opportunities, is it not? Hear my proposal.
A request from a friend is not a thing to be taken lightly.
Sure.
This is pleasing. I am content to join together on this.
The Hittites.
Do something clever today. Sign this treaty.
They do have stuff that I like. Where are you? You're a bit far from where I am, though. Counter. Still none. Station. Then BJ Topia can start building the Pyramid of Giza, I think. Or no, maybe build the Nemeton first. The Nemeton gets a +3 food per number of attached territories. Yeah. That looks promising. We can attach it to an area with food. Currently we have these attachments. Maybe over there. +9. +11. +14 if we put it there. -10. What's our current stability here? 51. 51 is a bit low, don't you think? Yeah, I think it is. Very well. I think our next one should be garrison. Let us make a garrison. Over here. And then the pyramid, right? Look at that. I think that's the best place for it. If we move this here, this is still one turn away. Alright. This looks good. This looks good. Yeah, that looks good. And this turn, organized warfare is done. This unlocks our ability to make reinforcements, a barracks, and a battering ram. Pretty good, pretty good. The Greeks now feel differently about me.
Was seid ihr? Freund oder Feind?
You know what? Maybe if we buy some silk from you. 221. A bit expensive, but nothing too insane, right? Yeah, let's buy that. Silks are nice. It does give us stability and some industry. So that makes sense. Let's trade everything. Propose.
Let us formalize our mutual appreciation.
Aber ja, weil ihr es seid.
Nice. Then over here, that's our Byream. Ooh. Let's skip this turn. Buelo tayo. Then Sidon is done. Sidon, I also actually kind of want to give you somewhere. That one's pretty nice. But let's check our stability. Our stability is pretty good. Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. So we can actually build a Nematon over here. Yeah, that looks nice, right? Nematon counts as a farmer's quarter, doesn't it? It does. Yeah. I'm enjoying that one. So it's been a relatively peaceful game so far. Let's just keep paying avarice so that we can assimilate them into our empire later. Yeah, because the Nubians are also kind of pressuring them to join them. Station there. Do we need population? What do you know? I can. Finish it already. Let's look at what the Nematon looks like. Yeah. Look at that. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Which means we drop to 70. And one way to fix that would be to... Well, we don't need to fix that right now, but we could make a public fountain. Let's work on the pyramid for a bit. Yeah, 20 turns. And end this turn. Notifications. Foreign war. The Olmecs declared war on the Assyrians. Olmecs. Assyrians. Where are the Assyrians? Are you the Assyrians? I don't think so. They are the Olmecs, okay. I think the Assyrians are these guys?
You bore me, so be brief.
You don't really have anything that I want. Yeah. Yeah, the Olmecs are just trying to like gain control of
This
everything.
From you? Could be interesting.
Counter.
Not a yes, more of an almost.
Alright, if you don't want to, I'm not gonna force you. Alright. We're gonna be fine. And we're gonna end turn again. How is our... Well, we're getting there. We just need to get there before the pink boar does. And so far, I think we're doing just that. I might want another Pyrene. Yeah. And then spawn here. Then let's end our turn. Are we on open borders?
Perhaps we have some.
Here is a proposal to get your heart racing.
With a first ship, you can protect your interests far from home, and maybe redefine what those interests are.
Then just explore. Then finish this
Your
garrison.
people see it as a place of safety and a symbol of power. Only your friends know of the extensive wine cellar.
Spawn here for now. Move there. And station yourselves there. Yeah. Let's kill that bear. Oh, there's two bears. End round. Kill that bear. Kill that bear. Finish it off. Nice! I think that gives us some money. Maybe 40? 20. Only 20. Not as fun as I thought it would be.
Yes, Commander.
But you know, money's always money. Great blue hole discovered.
Impressive, intriguing, profound even.
It's just a hole, man. New alliance. Mycenaeans and Hittites. New grievance. What do we have?
Tell me about yourself.
Why are you oppressing my faithful? How big is Babylon? Babylon ain't that big. You can go to war if it comes to that. And then the Assyrians are now the vassals of the Olmecs. Are the Olmecs still the Olmecs? I think so.
I'm listening.
But they're almost out of the ancient era. Meanwhile, the boar is starting to get ahead of us. So that's something to consider. We may need to start getting a little bit aggressive. So, how are we gonna do that? Farming. For now, we're just going to try to finish the pyramids while we are trying to get avarice for us. So let's do it. Idle army.
Blades in the water.
End the turn. The Nubians reach the classical era with the Huns. Ooh, the Huns are very aggressive. So we need to check where the Nubians are. Then there's population gain again. Nubians. So wait, where it will show up as Huns now, right? It's these ones. Spiffing Brit.
Oh, you're a sight for sore eyes, my friend.
Not a problem. Okay. Can we handle more people? If we do this, we are going to get some from Mycenae and probably from Sidon. If we do this at Sidon, it will grab from these guys, which we can afford to do, right? 3 from BJtopia, 1 from San Lorenzo, 1 from Memphis, 1 from Urkis. Okay, if we do it here, you will attract 2 from Maikini, 3 from Sidon, 1 from Akkad. Not my thing. We're going to do that with Avarice when we finally get Avarice. Are we getting Avarice? Whew. Being hard, man. Let's praise them. Need to catch up. That's what we need to do. Then check our tech. We are now almost done with standing army. Once that is done, I would want to get to fortifications because I am feeling some pressure. End the turn. The Greeks now feel differently
Welch
about us.
erfreulicher Anblick. Wie geht es euch?
But they're not present against us. Non-aggression pact? We don't have to. I do kind of want to start buying their copper though. But not yet.
For both of our aspirations.
Something from you. Lovely. The dogs are famished.
Wow. Okay. We might want their copper though. Papyrus. Papyrus gives us science. Might want to buy papyrus. 126. Such a long route. Land route. 180. More straightforward. Let's buy that. Then for treaties, let's counter offer.
And why would I accept this proposal?
If you want. If you don't want to. Egyptians. Counter offer that one.
You desire something of me.
Then our Byreme. Let's get our Byreme to the other side. Oh. Ew. Look at that. An entirely different area. Now I kind of want you to go here. Cannot be done as you don't possess a technology allowing embarkment. Okay. But can you move all the way here? Can move all the way here. Okay. We'll get to that tech. I believe it's this one. No. Sorry. I believe it's this one. Or close to this one. I'm not seeing it actually. Let me double check that. Sailing will go to trade expeditions. Replaces land unit. There you go. Transport galley. So let's get rid of that. Let's get that. Then get fortifications. There you go. That should be good for us. Then what else do we have? The Egyptians refused our treaty because they wouldn't pay us. That's okay. The Babylonians reached the classical era with the Achaemenid Persians. Babylonians, okay. So far, so good. I think it would be nice to... It'll be nice to journey here, see what we can do there. End the turn. Standing army is done. We can now make use of iron. Move there. There's combat. Alright.
Follow me. Got it.
And deployment. Oh, they really just went for it, huh? Let's kill these guys. Let's kill these guys.
Let's go!
Let's go.
Charge!
You're dead. Flanking. I learned something from D&D 5th edition. That's for sure. Right, Avarice. We're getting there, but not yet. I think we'll try to end when we get Avarice. Would be a good time to end.
Das könnte euch gefallen.
Non-aggression pact, huh? You're pleasant to us. Let's try to counter. No.
We've been going nowhere. Shall we try forward?
This, from you, could be interesting.
What do you have for trade? I might want your copper and your obsidian and your other things. But right now, counter proposal.
Not a yes. More.
Ah, they don't want to ally with me, huh? You are going to go back to healing. So we are exploring over here. This is a nice area. Yeah, it is. Let's go there. Then let's see what the spiffing Brit wants.
Gladdens my heart to see you this day.
I don't really have any way to declare war on you. You're separated by several degrees of friends. So we'll just leave you alone for now. Oh, we're not getting stars. We're not getting any stars, aren't we? 4 more stars for the agrarian. 2 more stars for science. Merchant stars will arrive here at some point. So it's not a lost cause or anything like that. Come on, Avarice. Almost there, but not quite. End the turn. So, we're about to get some of our new stars. So that's cool. Cool. Could actually get our iron mine already. Yeah. That works out for us. And then Avarice. Can you be assimilated now? Yes, you can. Pretty good. Let's assimilate Avarice. And automatically get the agrarian stars.
An independent people has been added to your empire. They may seem small, but great things can come from small beginnings.
Then we can transfer you. Transfer here. Then move and join that group. Then this chariot can keep here and station themselves. Then Avarice itself has a pretty good.
How do you do? In every sense of the question.
Fine, let's try this.
Here is a proposal to get your heart racing.
Fantastic. Like I wrote it myself.
Not every day brings news like this. Let's seize the moment.
Pretty straightforward, right? Buy some obsidian. That means we now have 3 obsidian. Ooh. Then from here, let's open up with the Nemeton. Ooh, Desert. Desert's not good. Open up with that. Then attach that. Can we afford to? Yeah, we can. Then attach that is next.
A
Alliance
request from a
proposal.
friend is not a thing to be taken lightly.
Counter.
Not a yes.
Grim Foundations. In BJtopia, work is proceeding on the magnificent new wonder. What should be a source of pride in the local population, however, is now causing much dread. A terrified citizen has approached your court to tell you that the city's head priest intends to bury alive 100 random citizens near the base of the structure to bring good fortune and pacify the gods. What is your reaction to the plans? Okay. We can endorse it. The gods mustn't be angered. It will give us plus 50% faith, and it will give us -1 population on BJtopia. We can stop it. The population of BJtopia will be most relieved of your intervention. It will move us toward progress, or you can switch. Sacrificing will cost us some food, and will move us toward collectivism. Okay, pretty good. The sacrifice will be of animals, not people. We're not barbarians. For being spared, the citizens will pay in military labor. Yes. Not everything has to be like, gods mustn't be angered. We will still appease the gods, but by sacrificing animals instead of people. So let's do that. We'll lose out a little bit on food, but that should be fine. Okay, that might be a long trip, so we'll try to go around. So far, so good. And then let's see, what's your growth looking like? You seem to be okay growth-wise. Try to focus on city growth at the moment. Yeah. And the turn. New alliance. New alliance. That's so. Has reached the ancient area and kept their traditions. My tongue's already having trouble speaking. Gemstones. Is that ours? I think it's ours, right? Yeah. I think we already own it, even. Let us upgrade you to a swordsman. Should be fine. Keep the chariot there. Actually, let's move our forces a little bit over there. And let's see. The Descendant of Kings. A filthy, wretched man has come to your empire, claiming to be a descendant of one of the ancient rulers of Avarice. Without fear, in front of your whole court, he boldly tells you that his people are owed great restitution for the grave offenses you carried out against his ancestors. However, he is willing to forego this redress on condition that you fulfill a divine prophecy and let him lead Avarice. He promises that fulfilling the prophecy will see riches come to the city. Deny him, and he promises to bring war or famine to your empire. What is your choice? Wow, okay. If we exceed, we'll get some money, but we will lose out on science, and we're trying to avoid that. Redress will move us towards collectivism again. Okay. Exceed will bring us towards worldly, which kind of what we want, actually. Belittle is also going to do the same thing, but there's chance of unexpected consequences. I don't want the science drop, so I will belittle. To amuse the court, we will ridicule the man and send him on his way. Prophecy. Pah! Confirm. Be gone, Moses. I will not let your people go. Let's hope that's the right. Let's hope that's the right call, guys. I remember what happened in the Exodus. So, uh, let's see. We're currently actually overtaxed in cities. We would want to pursue a +1 city cap. Where do you go from here? Here you go. So, fortifications. We'll do fortifications after philosophy because we want that +1 city. Alright, because I think that's impeding us a little bit. And then, from avarice also, I think we can now attach you, not yet, next turn pa. Alright. So, everyone is now starting to show up here. We're still mostly leading. Although the pink boar, Spiffing Brit, is catching up with us really quick. And the Greeks have actually fallen down. So they're no longer pursuing us as well as they thought they were. So that's something. Our merchant stars are almost done. Another something. So let's see. We now have the Tso, as well as the Mycenaeans. The Mycenaeans are now the Maya. Okay, that's Gamer Zach, right?
All those of honest intent may have my ear.
They're now builders. Alright. Good to know. Good to know. I think we can afford to drop the chariot. I'm not sure, actually. Let's keep them for now. We'll see what happens after that. Ooh. Blue. Why do we not have open borders yet? There you go. Go there. Then, what's this one? They sign my treaty for open borders. Ending the turn. Yes, trade expeditions has been researched. So now I can travel to here or to there. Nice, nice. Luluban, is there something that we can do for you? You're already like being greeted by the Assyrians, so we'll just keep you for now. New notification. I have a new grievance.
How do you do, whoever you are?
Trespassing. Demand.
My demand for reparations was justified. Think carefully.
This is unforgivable!
Alright, looks like we're going towards a war. With Achaemenid Persians, right? No, not him.
To what do I owe the...
Welcome.
Who was that?
You have something to say?
Forgot their color. Pink. Alright, it's the Hittites. I see. It was the Hittites, right? I don't remember. I don't remember anymore, gang. Let's try fighting these guys. Cavalry. Cavalry is a bit problematic for us, but I think it's something that we can do.
Off we go. Let's go! Let's go!
And round. Ooh.
Over there. Let's go. I'm on it. Let's go. Come on!
Get rid of the archers. And drown. Yeah! How much does that give us? Come on, booty. No lot. Ah, nothing. Just units defeated. Okay, we're about to gain some merchant stars. And we're about to finish the Pyramid of Giza. So what we can do now is we can attach Deneb finally. Hoo hoo hoo. And then we will want another stone rings here, I think. Yeah, why not? And then, whew, reverential still. They trespassed. How are you? You are weaker than me. So I will demand.
Agree to my reasonable demand, or I become unreasonable.
That was not supposed to happen!
Violence has temporarily halted your selling of sage to the Morians. So they lose their access to sage. So that's a thing. Then let's look at our cities. Topia. You're still gaining population. Sidon. Also still gaining population, although it has slowed down by now. Because there's only so much you can do food-wise. Right. I believe you can increase this more by putting something here. Although, let's check first your stability. Stability is good. So we can put this here. No problem. The Greeks discovered the stunning Tazeka forest. Neat. End the turn. And I think our pyramid's done. You achieved the following deed. Build a wonder. I think we're the first to do it.
The Pyramids of Giza, the original construction yardstick by which all other projects will be measured.
Good, good, good. Our merchant stars have been earned. Although what we need is a growth star. Yeah. We need to get to 67. 67 is hard. Let's think of something else. Science is almost there. Expansionist can also be done. We're gonna get there. We are actually still leading in terms of stars, but the lead has significantly narrowed. So that's something to consider. Papa God has new tenets available. We can develop the intellect. We can honor our kin. Honor kin. Movement speed is pretty good. Yeah, I might go to the honoring of kin. Challenging orthodoxy, which means plus 15% industry, plus 15 industry on main plaza. But the thing is, we just finished the pyramids, which also give us bonus on industry. So I think we can afford to not challenge the orthodoxy right now. Sustain the faithful, mandate patronage, plus 2 money per number of trade routes. Tempting. Tempting. But I think we are going to go for honoring of kin. Land movement is good. But it has diminishing returns because later on when we have trains, I think it's not going to be as cool. But right now, based on my experience from earlier playthroughs, it's harder to get to the outposts, to the farther away cities, if we do not have extra speed on our land units, because our land units will only have a movement speed of 2 on on the water, and they die almost immediately if they are exposed to deep water. So I think we are going to honor our kin. Going to choose that for Papa God. Nice, nice. We're actually pushing religion really strongly, huh? New tenet for Papa God. We are now honoring our kin. It is very important for Papa God, to honor your papas. Does that make sense? I think it does.
Are you interested?
That's Sao.
Give me a moment. I must hold my nose and put on gloves.
Okay. Uh-huh. Let's accept this.
This is pleasing. I am content to join together on this.
And then we'll try to buy their gold. Right? Whoa.
We are blessed.
Not bad. Gold is expensive. Next.
The world
Egyptians.
is full of new opportunities, is it not? Hear my proposal.
Counter offer.
A request from a friend is not a thing to be taken lightly.
Alright, we can station here for now. While we wait for them to get assimilated. Because we need to be here before we can travel there. Oh wait, we can do that. We can travel here. Oh, there. Not bad. They're hostile though, so be careful. Then this army can go here and then heal themselves. Then you can continue. Oops. Abandon. Yeah. We're not sieging them. Crap. Made a mistake. Now we'll have to wait for them to stop retreating. So there you go. There's our pyramid. And the pyramid has actually also started to exploit all these adjacencies. So that's pretty nice for us. So let's see. That also like jumped up our what do you call this? They also jumped up our production. We could move now to technology subsidies like this. And we're still good, right? But to continue to have benefit from this, we are going to have to start putting down science quarters, which we don't have to do. I don't know where to do that yet. We can make more money over here. That's just +6. Not worth it. Okay. The Nemeton gives us fate, stability, a drop on stability, bonus per adjacent farmer's quarter. If I remember correctly, this was a farmer's quarter. Yeah. Right? So if we put it here, we get +14. Not bad. Not bad at all. So we'll do that. While this has moved to technology subsidies, it's still going to cost us 3 turns because we moved away from industry, but we also maxed out our science. So that should work out in our favor. Curiosity collected. Where did that happen? Oh, there you go. Then move back. You have to move back, man. I don't want you to die. Ooh, where did we lose population? Fuyue. Really? I see what's happening. We're already like maxing out almost. Oh wait, Fuyue is actually not yet attached to anything. Oh. Okay. Good to know. We'll skip this one's turn. And I think we are done for the day. Yes. So what do we have? So we have 3 cities now. That is over our limits, which means we are suffering a penalty of 10 influence per turn. It's still okay for us. It doesn't hurt us that badly. That said, we are already working on fixing that by pursuing philosophy. Because once we get philosophy, our city cap will increase by 1, and we can actually start making research quarters so that we can improve our scientists and a school. And after this, we'll go to fortification so that we can improve the fortifications of our cities. Because I imagine we are going to be in war sooner rather than later. So with that, I think I will adjourn. We also already have the Great Pyramid of Giza. It provides us with 20 stability, and we are exploiting all the industry beside it. So that's making BJtopia bigger than ever. Check that out. Southeast Asia with a pyramid. Who knew, right? And then once the Nematon here is completed, it will have some adjacency bonuses with this one, and maybe we can make another farmer's quarter here. It's not gonna help us much though, so I'm not sure yet. I'll think about it. Okay, thank you for hanging out with me, and I'll see you on the next one. This has been Buko Juice. Don't forget to drink Buko Juice so that your thirst will be quenched, and goodbye.